What's up guys and welcome to Tennis channel. As we are moving into 2023, first I want to say thank you for all the supports I got from you guys. It means a lot to me and to keep this channel going. Alright, this is gonna be the last video of 2022, and on this one I will play test 4 control-oriented frames from 4 different brands. First is the Wilson Pro Staff 97, second is the Yonex Regna 98, third is the Pro Stock of the Head Prestige MP, and the last one is the Tecnifibre TFight 305. I will point out the differences in the characteristic of each frame and to see which one suits my game style the most. Before we go to the court, again, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel so you won't be missing out on the new videos that I will upload every week. Thank you and Happy New Year to y'all. Let's start with my favorite one, the PS97. This paint job is a limited edition for the US Open 2022. We call it a night session paint job. And I think it's an improvement over the normal V13 with velvet paint job in terms of comfort. You know, I got elbow issues before when using the V13, especially with the full bed polished string, because the feedback from the racket is too harsh. But on this updated version, it's not that bad. Anyway, the racket is the most stiff among the 4 rackets that I playtest today, so I wouldn't recommend it to you guys who have sensitive arms. I love the feel on this racket a lot. It has firm, raw, direct responsiveness, and good ball pocketing, good bite on the ball. You can see that my shots have high launch angle, but there's a lot of topspin on the ball, so that the ball dips at the end and it lands in the court anyway. The racket is not forgiving, so you gotta be precise on your ground strokes to hit the sweet spot. By the way, I don't think any of the rackets I play test today are considering the forgiving rackets, but this one is probably at the bottom. The drawback is on the backhand because this is a racket that I love my forehand a lot, but my backhand sucks. I shank probably 1 out of 3 balls I hit on my backhand. The control on this racket is top notch. I could hit it deep to the baseline without worrying about overhitting because the spin helps me control the ball. On the attack, like approach shots and put away shots, I got all the confidence in the world, like I know what I'm doing. At the net, I can also move quick with the racket thanks for its head-light balance. So overall, I would say this racket is definitely for attacking players. It's not so good on the defense. Serve is reliable, especially with second serve. It has high topspin potential and medium to high launch angle, not very forgiving, especially on the backhand side. Next, let's go with the Yonex Regna 98. The Regna is one of the most expensive retail racket out there, and this one is the first generation that came out in 2014. On the first touch, I think it has lower power, spin, and launch angle than the PS97. My ground strokes went shorter than usual, so I have to adjust my swing a bit to flatten the ball in order to send it deep in the court. The racket has a typical Yonex muted feel. It is more muted than the E-Zone, but not as muted as the V-Core. It has lower power and spin, and lower forgiveness than both E-Zone and V-Core. On the comfort, it is definitely better than the PS97 and also better than the E-Zone, but not as soft and plush as the V-Core. So overall, I think I play better with this racket on the ground strokes than the PS97. My backhand is a lot better. Actually, I love my backhands on all of the Yonex racket, probably because of the longer handle and the forgiveness. I think the Regna has better control than E-Zone and V-Core for sure. I feel like I can change the direction of the ball pretty easily. However, I don't feel as confident as the PS97 on the attack because it has kind of low launch angle and low spin potential. So if the PS97 is 100% confidence, I would give this one about 75%. I feel like I can send the ball to the net when going forward. On the serve, it has good power and control on the first serve, but I cannot get as much kick and slice as I got on the PS97 on the second serve. At the net, this one is not very stable and maneuverable as the PS97 in my opinion, but overall it is good enough compared to other rackets. In summary, I think this racket is a well-rounded control frame for flat hitters. It's good on almost everything, but I just don't like this kind of feel. The next one we got the Head Pro Stock Prestige MP TGT 293.2. This racket is really not for me because it has 95 square inches head size with a dense string pattern of 18 by 20. Actually, I just knew that it has 95 square inches looking at the spec when editing the video. It has the lowest power, spin, and launch angle among the 4 rackets. So it's a nightmare for a topspin player because I cannot get the bite on the ball whatsoever with my swing. The only option is to hit super flat, which I can do sometimes, but it kinda go against my nature, so I keep hitting it to the net when I'm not in a comfort zone. The forgiveness is the worst among the 4 rackets as well, so you need a good preparation, footwork, and great timing on the ball. Otherwise, if you're hitting late, the ball is gonna go straight to the net. However, there are some good things about this racket. The first one is the feel. I think the feel is very unique. I would say it's even better than the PS97 when hitting at a sweet spot. It has a solid feel. I don't know how to explain this, but it's just very satisfying when swing through the ball. The racket stiffness and comfort are pretty much the same as the Yonex Regna. Not stiff, but not plush. I think the stiffness rating should be around 65, I don't know. Second, the first serve is really good in terms of power and ball placement. And third, I think I have the best backhand slice with this racket today. Also, touch shots like drop shots and volleys are super reliable. Fourth, control is really on top. I think this is the best control frame among the 4 rackets today, especially if you hit flat. But for players who hit with topspin, just go for something else. And the last one we got the Tecnifibre TFight 305 ISOFlex. On the first touch, the racket is not very maneuverable. It is the most head-heavy racket compared to other frames I playtest today. The TFight is the most comfortable and it has plush feel when hitting. It also has the highest power and forgiveness for sure. I hit my backhand smooth like a butter with this frame. I can hit with a lot of topspin on both forehand and backhand. The spin potential is probably a bit more than the PS97, but the launch angle is somewhat higher, so I need to be cautious a bit not to overhit. Or if I want to increase the pace of the rally, I need to generate more topspin. Overall, I think the PS97 has better balance in terms of power and spin than this one, because I don't need to think much when using the PS97. But I would say that TFight is one of the rackets that give you everything you need. The ground strokes are consistent and reliable. I can send the ball deep and I can put it away when moving forward. On the defense, I think this is where this racket shines the most. I can run and send the ball back deep in the court or even with high topspin ball. This gives me an advantage over the opponent because if they cannot cue me with a winner, I can turn the game back anytime. I find the racket more bouncier than the other 3 rackets at the net, but it is still in control. Not very often that the ball goes out. The serve is good on the power and spin. The drawback is just its maneuverability and the high swing rate that can wear you out in a match. Anyway, if I have to pick one racket from 4 rackets for a tournament, I would pick this one. I have some of my thoughts and rank the score of these 4 rackets in each categories. So you go check it out. I will put it in the end of this video. Thank you for watching and see you on the next video. Bye.